Yeah, so I got this morning. Hey, good morning. Welcome to Viking Preparedness. I'm Pastor Joe Fox on this blustery, cold day. You know, a new Viking, a new member of the forums at Viking Preparedness posted the other day, and he said, when is it time to bug out? How do we know when it's time to bug out? That kind of thing, you know. What's a tripwire or something along those lines? You know, a lot of people are asking that. In light of what's going on, you know, supposedly we're sending several companies of National Guardsmen to Ukraine, you know, to support the government against Russia. Boy, a lot of stuff wrong about that. They're speed bumps, basically. You know, we kicked out the democratically elected we were behind the kicking out of the democratically elected leader of Ukraine. Somebody else came in, and then when Russia got upset about that, we started crying about democracy. Oh, come on. ISIS, you know, ISIS is starting to make big gains. You know, ISIS, the best enemy money can buy, right? Who started ISIS? Who started training them in Syria initially? Who gave all those weapons and arms to the Iraqis, knowing that they would give it to whoever attacked them first? Yeah. But, you know, stuff's going on. This country is broke. You know, it's just broken. We're broken economically. We're broken morally. We're broken politically. I mean, come on, right? So people are waking up, and they're starting to realize that, hey, this thing could be real, right? It could affect me. And they're starting to ask the question in various forms, how do I know when it's time to bug out? So I guess I got to revisit bug out theory with you a little bit. Number one, in the event of an emergency of any kind, you know, natural, man-made, cosmic, you know, whatever, your best plan is to remain in place. Stay where you are and take care of business. If that is not your plan A, if you live in such a place that if an emergency happens, you got to go, right? You got to scoot. So therefore, your plan A now becomes to bug out. That's a horrible plan A, and you need to move. And you need to move now. You should not live in a place that you have to bug out of if something bad happens. Move now, while you can. Take advantage of that. If you do live in a great place, you know, you live out of the city, out of the population centers, and maybe you got a little piece of land. Maybe you don't. You know, you could live in a small town, and that would be okay. Start your gardens, maybe get a couple chooks and, you know, chickens in the backyard, that kind of thing. Cool. Life's good. Even if you live on a place like Shofar Mountain, you know, hundreds of acres of, you know, pristine wilderness and gardens and orchards and stuff, you still have to have plan B to bug out. How do you know when it's time to bug out then? When your current position is rapidly becoming untenable, when you realize that you will not be able to stay where you are, that is when you bug out. And so go back to the first course of action. I said, if you live in a place now that you know you're going to have to bug out of in the event of an emergency, well, now you know. You're going to have to bug out. As soon as you realize you're going to have to bug out. The sooner, the better. But if you live in a place, you know, like this, you should still have plan B to bug out, and you put those plans in action. You actually bug out of that place once you realize you're not going to be able to stay anymore. You know, something bad's happening. The 44th Motorized Rifle Regiment is in the next town and coming your way. Can't fight that. Move out. The nuclear fallout is coming towards you, and you don't have an adequate shelter. That's probably a good video coming up, right? I think it might be time to dust off Crescent Kearney's plans for fallout shelters, but another video for another time. But yeah, hey, when do you bug out? As soon as you realize you're going to have to. And for those of you who know that that's going to be plan A, get out of those cities. Come out of her, my people. All right, I'll see you out there.